Hey guys, Jeff back with another video. I was at Walmart the other day, walking up and down the pathetic toy aisle, and I stumbled across something pretty cool. And I stood there for a while and debated with myself on whether to buy it. I did. This is the Star Wars The Black Series Return of the Jedi Boba Fett. As you guys know, I'm a huge Boba Fett fan, so my impulse to buy it won out over my logic to not buy it. It's an expensive figure. It retails for $30, which I think's a little too pricey, but sometimes you just got to do some stupid shit. And I did, and I like the figure. So we're going to take it back to the shop and do a nice review of my Star Wars The Black Series Return of the Jedi 1/12 scale, I think, Boba Fett figure. What's going on, guys? So here he is. This is my Star Wars The Black Series Return of the Jedi Boba Fett. As I mentioned in the intro video, I found him at Walmart, and apparently this figure is kind of hard to find. They only had two on the pegs, so I decided on a whim to buy one. I'm a huge Boba Fett fan. I've got a Boba Fett tattoo, which I used to go to Comic Cons and make fun of a lot of people that had tattoos of characters on them, and of course I had a big plate of crow because I have a Boba Fett tattoo on me. I actually have a buddy named Dan who has a really, really cool mythosaur skull on his arm. He's a huge Boba Fett nerd like me. And anyways, I just wanted to mention that. Terrible tattoos are part of life. I have one terrible tattoo, and then I also have my Boba Fett tattoo. So it's neither here nor there. Anyways, it's a cool figure. The packaging, as always with the Star Wars figures, the Black Series figures, is just really good. Hasbro does a great job on packaging. You can see it's just a nicely done package. Very collector focused. The figure itself's nice. We'll go ahead and pop him out of the package here in a second. But you can see the really cool artwork on the side here. Boba Fett's just super awesome. Great figure. So we'll pause the video, and we'll pop him out of the package, and we'll kind of break this guy down. Welcome back, guys. So briefly, the thing I really like about these Black Series deluxe figure packaging, the thing I really like about it is, when you get packaging from figures like Super 7 figure, or even like the NECA figures and some of the other boutique toy brands, the package is part of the collectible. When we were kids, you get the bubble packages, you'd rip them off, discard the package, and you'd never see that ever again. And obviously with the G.I. Joe figures, you'd have the card backs and the file cards, where you'd cut those out with your flag points, and those would be the only remnants of your package that you'd have. But this figure in particular has a really nice packaging, like I mentioned earlier, and I like it how it all comes apart and there's nothing you can tear off, aside from the tape that holds the gear in place, as you can see here, which I really appreciate that from Hasbro. I shit on Hasbro a lot for a lot of things, and rightfully so, but they do some things really well, and this packaging for this figure in particular is just a really well done, nicely thought out system. So I just wanted to say that before I take the figure out. Okay guys, so let's talk about the accessories real quick. So the figure comes with several accessories, which is nice for these deluxe style figures. The first thing that I noticed when I took him out of the package was this grappling hook that he wrapped around Luke Skywalker when they were on the sail barge and he was on the skiff. So that's a cool little thing. It's just got a nice simple wristlet attachment with this rope and the grappling hook. That's a cool accessory. Didn't really plan on that. Of course, you have Boba Fett's iconic Mandalorian Jetpack with the rocket, which we got to see finally used in The Mandalorian. when Cad Vant shot that baby out of there and blew those miners up, which was cool. It comes with his blaster that's been chopped in half by Luke's green lightsaber, which was cool. We all remember that scene. And then it comes with this complete blaster. And then it also comes with these blaster effects. You got the 2 jetpack. Well, I guess it wouldn't be blaster effects. I'm sorry. You got your 2 jetpack flame or your 2 jetpack rocket attachments, which is kind of what you saw with the Sideshow figures. I have a Sideshow Jango Fett that has the 2 rocket attachments. But anyway, I'm not talking about that. And then it comes with his flame attachment for his flamethrower on his gauntlet. So those are the accessories that come with this guy, which is cool. Nice little accessories. Very simple. Everything you think would come with Boba Fett. Alright guys, so here's the figure. A few things about him. First off, he stands right at 6 inches tall, which is what we'd expect for the Black Series figures, the 1/1/12 scale figures. I went ahead and put his blaster in his arm. Now, a few things I want to say about this figure. Admittedly, I'm not a big collector of the 1/12 figure scale line. I know it's like super popular right now, and there's a lot of manufacturers who are doing such a great job on these. If you saw my review of the Phantom and some of my past Super 7 reviews, my complaint with all those figures has been the tight joints. This is not the case with this figure. This figure is almost loose, if not perfect, in its articulation. So, of course, I wouldn't expect anything less from Hasbro because they're just such a refined toy company. The head pivots, really well. The knees and the elbows bend, the wrist bends, the shoulder swivels. It's almost like a larger G.I. Joe style figure. The feet have the pivot articulation and the ankles, so everything just kind of moves together. It's nice. Now, these aren't what I would consider to be, or this isn't what I would consider to be a super articulated figure because the elbows and the knees don't have that. I don't remember what the hell that joint's called, but if it's not a butterfly joint. For you guys out there who know what I'm talking about, you're probably just bashing your heads up against a wall. But it doesn't have the super articulated joint in the knees and the elbows, which is okay. I mean, the figure still has very good articulation. Articulation far superior to that of like a Super 7 figure. And the joints, like I said, move really well. The paint on the figure is really good as well. It looks like the Return of the Jedi Boba Fett for the most part. There's some things that are probably a little bit off. He has a lot of accessories that aren't molded to his body, which is cool. I appreciate that. The rangefinder moves up and down, which is cool. I love that. The backpack snaps into his back with pegs. The rocket obviously comes out. It's a good figure. I like this figure. This is the first Star Wars Black Series figure that I have. Now, things I would have liked to have seen though on this figure. I'd like to see some more super articulation on the elbows and the knees. I would have liked to have seen the braided Wookiee mane actually fabric, and I would have liked to have seen this portion actual fabric as well on the figure. We didn't get that with this, which is okay. I just don't like the plastic items because I think they can break down over time. I'd also like to have seen the figure come with different hand variations. I think for $30, which is what this figure retails for, the packaging's really nice, but I think you should be able to offer people different hand variations. And just giving us grappling hook, destroyed blaster, a regular blaster, and some different flame attachments. I mean, for $30, I think they could have done a lot better. At least give me a couple more hands and maybe an extra gun or two. Even though that probably, I wasn't in Return of the Jedi, but still, come on. It's a $30 figure. Let's see a little more. Now, The flame attachment is cool because it sits and attaches right to this portion of his gauntlet, which is pretty dope. This is a well thought out toy. Like I said, I wouldn't expect anything less from Hasbro. They have good toy designers. But yeah, it was $30. I found it at Walmart. I decided to buy him. He's got some cool accessories. It's a nicely articulated figure. It's going to go at my desk at work next to my Sideshow Boba Fett and a couple of the other Boba Fetts that I have. And I think, I think all these action figures are overpriced. But it's just the world we live in, right? It's the best part about a free market economy is you can choose what you want to buy. And obviously, I wanted to buy this figure. So now there's a lot of other cool 1/12 Boba Fett figures on the market. You have your S-Arch collectibles. I don't know if they make a Mafex Boba Fett or not. Because I'm not really familiar with this scale. But $30, if you find one of these and you're a big Boba Fett fan and you don't mind, having a glorified 6-inch figure for $30 sitting on your desk somewhere, yeah, I'd pick it up. I mean, I bought it. I think it's a cool figure. I definitely like it a lot better than I liked my Phantom figure by Nika, which is around the same size and the same price. It's retails for $29.99, and it's not as well made as Hasbro. But as like Bobby Valla, I think, mentioned in a podcast or something he was on a while back, Hasbro has their absolutely own manufacturing facility. So they're so far and above everybody else that, they can do all this cool shit that some of these smaller companies can't do, which is understandable. But all in all, this isn't a bad figure. I really like it. If you're a Boba Fett fan, I'd suggest getting it. Or holding out and spending your money on something else, or holding out and buying the Boba Fett figure that they're probably going to release for the Book of Boba Fett this coming fall. Or get them all. I don't care. But yeah, I think it's a cool figure. And I hope you guys enjoyed the review. So this is the Star Wars The Black Series Return of the Jedi Boba Fett. Pretty basic review, guys. Like and subscribe to the page, the notification icon. Hope you enjoyed these videos. Share them, comment. Let me know what you think of this stuff. And until next time, cheers.